Alrighty. Hello everyone. Welcome back to the Oddball live stream, Coding with Oddball. We're going to go back to our Widget Anywhere app, making websites into widgets for your home screen, for your Wear OS smartwatch, for your Google Home Hub. We left off basically, we have our two pages like the list view and the detail editor view, and now we are going to create a data store, basically a live model to store the data that we save, and then we can get it later. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to just create a live model with like a static in-memory data store, just because it's really easy. So view model. So what we do here, I think, is we just call view model in the scope to the navigation graph. So let's just go ahead and copy and paste this. Maybe this will work. So let's find our nav host, composable. So we remember stuff. We're remembering this backstack entry. Parent navigation route. I don't even. Why would you? Can we just like not do that? What if we just get a view model like this? Not enough information for a view model. Oh, my tea is ready. Stop. It's always important to have tea when you're live coding. Yeah. Good. Okay. So it's not letting us create a view model here. Why not? Because this one seems to be able to use them no problem. Wait, is this the one? No. See, look at this. Just creates a view model. Oh, because we need a type, I guess. So let's create our own view model. Which is I guess it'll just inject this somehow. Maybe. It doesn't seem they're using Hilt in that example, but they still think that you can just inject your view model. So let's see, where is our view model? So we have an example view model. Why don't you show us what that is? Takes a repo, takes the saved state. It's interesting. And they don't do anything with it. This is not the greatest example. Maybe this one will, that one will not be better. This one. View model overview. How do we do this stuff? Scope, save state handle, blah blah blah. Implement a view model. So we're just going to have I guess we only need one view model, right? New Kotlin class. What should this snapshot view model? It's an actual class this time. Finally, we're making a class. Whoop-de-doo. And this extends view model. Okay. So since we're just doing in-memory right now, we can just have a in-memory database kind of, where we're just making a list of snapshots. Mutable list of. We do want to be able to change it. And then we'll have something like, I guess you just have some functions to access it. We have some kind of situation here, which I guess is flows. I've never used flows before. I'm more of an RX Java man myself, but we could try it. Because then you just like update here. It seems kind of weird, but we can try. I prefer RX Java. Just more familiar. Oh, and we already got it added, so that definitely makes it easy. So what we'll do in our Java land is make a publisher. Yes, this will be right. Well, let's not worry about that for now. First, let's make our add function. Do need that. Snapshot, and then we will go ahead and add it to our snapshots list of snapshots. No, we don't even need a list of snapshots here. Because instead, okay, that didn't really explain the whole getting part, but I'm guessing you just subscribe to stuff. So mutable state flow, I don't know what all this stuff is, but what we can do is we want to replace subject is what we want. This is going to be a replay subject. So a replay subject, I think, stores everything you give it, and then every time you subscribe to it, it sends everything it has so far. Yeah. So great for storing a list. Not great for removing things. But I think that's okay for now. Because we don't really because we're going to replace that later before we ever have to get to delete anything. So create something. Why doesn't, what's your problem here? Oh, it's not a list, bro. It's a publisher, publish subjects. Nope. What? What is this? Whatever, we'll just call it a replace subject for now. So when we add snapshots, we go snapshots dot on next, and that will add it to this replay subject, which is basically a list kind of thing. And then we can subscribe. And we can just add a getter here, a public getter, I guess. Which will be, or I think you call this read only now or something. You know, whatever. We're going to replace all this in a minute. We're going to call this subscribe to updates, basically. Shots dot observable, really. Observable of snapshot. To what? No, how do you subscribe? I guess you just have to observable source. Let's see, what is this? This is subject. Subject isn't observable. Yeah, so what's the problem? Is this the wrong observable? Yes. Come on, bro. Import it wrong. That's what we want. The RX Java one. Okay, so we got our data model. You can add snapshots to it. You can observe snapshots. Changes to the snapshots. So that's pretty simple. So now this is what we want. Snapshot view model. I don't know why you would use this stuff, but like roots and stuff, I don't even know. Just gonna comment that out for now. And then we can just pass this, the view model, I guess. Do we need that? No, I think we can just, maybe it should not know anything about the view model. No, it will. Oh yes, wait, how do we get this, turn this into compose stuff? Right, like we need to subscribe, and every time the view model updates, we need to re-render this. So how does that work? Update UI elements. So I guess how do we do this? Not the data store, we'll get to that. You take the view model, pass it to the screen, and then what? What is the screen supposed to do? Observe as state. Interesting. Okay, so we have subscribe as state. So we gotta include this. So they already figured this out for us. That's nice. So this is kind of in between. Oops. Let's sync this. Oh, what's going on here? Single quotes. Ah, jeez. What a maroon. Okay. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, well, anyway. Try it eventually once it's done not being a punk. Alright, so that's cool. You can just kind of subscribe to this, I guess. So we'll just go ahead and do that now. Subscribe. Oh. You know, this is going to have to do multiple things, like... No, this is great. We'll do it like this. Nope. Oh, parent view model dot subscribe. And then we have some kind of subscribe as state thing. Nah, screw it. We're gonna pass it in. Everyone seems to like doing that, so. Yep. Okay, great. Oh, and it just had to do this silly business. Whatever. Don't mess with my thing, man. This is going to have the view model. Alright, so now we'll listen to the view model as state. Subscribe. What is it called? Subscribe as state. Yes. Subscribe as state. Initial. What? Initial? We don't want anything initial. Initial is just supposed to be empty list. Oh, you know what the problem is? We can't actually use an observable of a snapshot. It has to be of a list. Alright. Well, that makes it a little easier, I guess. So what we have now is we have snapshots. This is going to be a list of snapshots. Oops. List of snapshots. And then we are going to snapshots dot, going to get the latest whatever it is, value. Interesting. Let's first change this to a published subject because we don't want to replay everything now. We only want the latest, which I think is what published subject does. Yeah, and then, yeah, so you subscribe. No, subscribe does not sound the letter. We want a behavior subject, which caches the last item. I don't know, these are really badly named. RxJava. Get it together, man. So now, snapshots dot we need a way to just get the last value, I thought. Oh, but not out of a subject. All right. Snapshots dot value. All right. We're going to put in an empty list here. Can we not have a default value? Observable create, that's wrong. Create default value. Oh, create default. There we go. So now we always have a value. So we're going to create a new list. A list of oh, you know what we need? We need a I think what this Kotlin is some kind of weird thing where we can append to a list. Isn't that fancy? Does it say? Excuse you. Or null, which will never happen. So I'm pretty sure Kotlin is very fancy and it will just like, yeah, add the thing onto the end. Pretty neat. Okay. Oh, Kotlin. Okay, and now we have snapshots, list of snapshots. So then we will get the latest list, basically. Now where are we on the snapshot list? Okay. So now we should not need an initial or we can just have a list of nothing. So this is the state. And then state, we're going to throw that in here. Oh, basically, yeah, this is actually, let's just call this the snapshots. Okay, and now snapshots. So now, all right, I think that's going to work. Oh, our preview is not working anymore because it needs a view model now. See, that's the problem with. Now we can't preview this stuff. And what we can do is we'll just have them to move this into a separate thing. Enter function. What are we going to call this now? List snapshots list. All right, and then this is actually going to be just take the list. Okay, and click edit. Also going to pass in that. Add that. Okay. So now we just need to pass in the snapshots. Okay. Now this needs to accept the snapshots. State, no. We need value. There we go. Okay. Now we have our snapshots getting passed into our list. We are observing our view model here. The last thing we need to do is make a list, which I hear is lazy column. And this I'm probably going to have to look up because just guessing from the autocomplete is not as fun as just copy and pasting from some random tutorial. Alright, so we got this type safety and colon. We don't need no type safety. Where do we got? Where is compose? Compose. Okay. Alright, lists and grids. Lists, yes. Oh, okay, yeah. You know, it's funny, you'll probably never have enough of these that you'd need a lazy. But we'll just do it anyway, I think. No, you know what? It's not going to be that big of a list. Column. And then now we have snapshot. Oh, come on. Shots. And we're going to map that to a snapshot item. Item. Come on. Yep, create it. Okay, here we go. I gotta send it. Actual snapshot. Alright, now we actually render our snapshot, which pretty simple at the moment. Just has a name, really. Doesn't even have a name, just a URL. Okay, anyway. Now we're going to do a little preview here. And what we're actually going to do is range. Wait, what? Oh, you know what we're going to do is, I thought column had a range. Range of. Android util? No, that can't be right. Closed range. Text range, that's interesting. But that's weird. We'll just do an int range 0 to 10. We will map that. I don't know what, we don't need a map index, we have a range. Burp, derp. Okay. So now we'll just create a snapshot. And HTTP something something google.com slash I don't know the syntax here, but we need to search for a number. Is that it? Snapshot and then a rect, empty rect, because that's what it wants. Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see if it previews this. So once we have this going, you know, we have a list of all our snapshots. then basically we will make, we'll go over to the add, we'll go over to the edit thing that's accessible from the add button, and then make sure that is adding to our view model. Yay, look! It rendered these really terribly, but it worked. Cool, let's at least give them some padding. Right? Is that how we do that? You know, we'll do a card, huh? Card modifier dot padding. Do they have card defaults? Let's just hope that. Oh, card on click. Yes. So if they click it, then, well, we'll deal with that later. Let's just put the text in a card, so at least it maybe looks better. Is that how you do that? What do you got here? Shape, background color, blah blah blah, content, yeah. So the content is just text right now. Really? That's it? Okay. That's your card? Feel like why doesn't this content and actions about a single subject, but why isn't this just defaulting to cool stuff? Like, why am I having to do this manually? Let's check the docs. Good old copy and paste. Do we have a material something? Design systems. Color schemes, blah blah blah. See, look, card. Card defaults. They do have a card defaults. So what's up with that, dude? Size card defaults. Thought I already had a dependency on that, but oh, it's a very old one, I guess. No, compose Android where? Oh, no, we do not want that. That's wrong. Sometimes I feel that rounded corner shape, huh? No, this is material 3. Am I using material 3? Material compose version. Probably not. Material 3 version. Okay, I cannot deal. We'll just do 2 for now. Where's the card? Where's the card? Give me the card. Default styles. Seem to be very helpful here. Bulls, blah, blah, blah. Okay, maybe we do want material 3. Anyway, we'll make it look pretty later. This is annoying me. Okay, yeah, sync. Sync can be done with it. We'll just add some padding and be done with it. Okay. So we got our text thing. Okay, anyway. So we got our list. We can click on it. Blah, blah, blah. So now, let's go ahead and save this, I guess. We added view model and list display. Okay, seems to work. Now we go to the editor screen, and this one now, basically we have this editor screen, and we're going to need to pass it a view model now. And then we're going to go back to the editor screen and take a view model here. Okay, come on now. All right. So in this case, basically now we need to move the state up here. I think that's how we're going to do that is, well, this is, right, okay. So this will take an on snapshot saved. And then we will call on snapshot saved, but we're going to save it to the view model first. Not terribly difficult. So now basically we want to save it when they click the save button. So we have this on click. Right now it just goes from snapshotting to not. Oops. Okay. But we want to also if is snapshotting, then we want to save it because we're going to call it, yeah. Basically, we're going to save it with a new snapshot. Yeah, whatever. Snapshot, and then this is URL committed and rect, or the bounds. Bounds. Snapshot bounds, that's what they're called. Snapshot bounds. How dare you? Oh, dot value. Of course, I don't know why is URL committed not a dot value. I don't understand this. Look, it's like the same. Oh, because we're using by remember instead of equals remember? Is that something that I should be worried about? Very interesting. There's very little explanation of what's the difference between by and equals. Or right, we got a real compiler error here. What's the problem? Yeah, compiler error. But like what? What is the error? See log for details. This is the log. Is there another log that I do not know about? There is a red something or other. Oh, because we need to pass nothing into here, basically. Okay. Now, the moment of truth. We got our add button. Hit that add button. Ooh, it's slow. Whew, boy. Compose, really not impressing me right now. Purplehair.com. Okay, we're going to load that, maybe. Okay, it's loading up. Yeah, there we go. Now we snapshot this. Save it. What happened? It saved, maybe. But it's not showing up here. Okay. Well, okay. Let's see what happened. Anything in the log cats that can tell us what we screwed up. Oh, what's all these on draws? Should not have any logging in here. Oh. Get rid of that. That's going to really screw us up. Alright, well, we got snapshot saved. And it's got, and so in this, yeah, should add to the snapshot. Now here's the thing. I think what's happening is we're actually using different view models here, when really we want just like a single parent navigation route. So I guess that now makes sense that we want a, I mean, can we just have one view model for everything, please? Let's try this. Will that work? Let's see that. Now it's all one view model, no matter what. Let's try running that. And this better work, because my son is waking up and I'm going to have to go tend to him. But if it did work, then we can call it a day. Hit enter. Save that nice Google logo. Go back, and there it is. Look at it, it showed up. Whee! Look at that. All right. We got, so to recap, we added a view model shared for the whole nav host graph, which maybe is bad form, I don't know. And then all these screens get to share it. You know, this editor saves to it. The list gets to load from it and observe it and load the list. So that's great. It's very exciting learning to compose with you. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.